you're just getting really excited to make a change in your business and in your brand, it's going to happen for every single one of us.
That was awesome. Thank you. One thing I love about when we do these cheat code sessions is an amazing example, not only of the content, but context. Like it's fun to watch you deliver the model because all of us have models or frameworks or process that we take clients through. And sometimes we just do it, or a lot of times we just do it. And to actually have the visual representation, and I saw someone mention Simon Bowen, Simon's the master of these kind of visual things. One thing that stuck out for me that I feel is so important for all of us is the idea of an audit. And most people don't like that word because it usually means, what do you guys call it in the US? IRS?
Taxes, yes.
But I actually, right now, I actually love the word from a different paradigm, which is, in this case, auditing process. And I go, like my wife and I yesterday, I said, we need to audit our beliefs. Like what beliefs do we have or were ingrained in us or implanted in us growing up that aren't serving us? For example, around money. And I actually think as entrepreneurs, what beliefs do we have about marketing and branding, right? That it has to be a certain way because that's what other people told us, but maybe there isn't a right or wrong way. Maybe there's the best way for each of us. So I love all of this.
And not just the best way for you, but the best way for you right now, because this is going to change in your business. I've had my agency for 18 years. We are completely different today than who we were 18 years ago. So you need to be doing that.
Around message, because you mentioned clarity first as one of the pillars, which is so important. And then in getting noticed around messaging, any advice on how to dial in messaging so that, I don't want to use the word authentic, but so that it's more in all of our voice and connects with the right people at the same time?
Yeah, I think that's why you have to go through that step of getting clear first. We have this process called Brand Soul that really helps our clients discover what is my brand personality today and who are the clients that I want it to be in front of, because you have to show up. Like, there's so many channels we have to keep track of now that we didn't have to 15, 20 years ago, right? So I have to show up the same way in all these places. So you have to really step back and identify what is your brand soul, like how do you want to be seen? Who are those, the kind of the aspiration of where you want to go, and set that flag for yourself. And then when we go through that process, it kind of highlights like the top 5 things in these 6 different categories. So you just have this map of like, okay, this is how I want to show up in this way. This is what's most important to my audience. So stepping back and getting clear really is the key to doing that in a way that's consistent across all the rest of your channels.
Yeah, brilliant. Love it. And I love the using your language, ideal clients.
Yeah.
In terms of the people who are in your shadow or would bump into you if you stop walking. I think that's such a great.
Yes. Yeah, it's just like Peter Pan. Like he's gonna keep following you.
Annalisa has a question. If you want to come on, Annalisa, and ask.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity, Gio. My question to you, Trina, is how do you get clarity or focus for when you're one of these overachievers that want to do everything and all at the same time? How do you have any tips on slowing down and getting to do the most important thing first?
That's a great question, and there's 2 ways that I would really come at this. So first of all, like if you're just, let's say you're just doing a brain dump, there's no formal process, you're just getting it all out of your head, start paying attention to the patterns. Like, what are the things that keep showing up most often? Maybe they're in a certain category, maybe they're around revenue, maybe they're around marketing or identity, like really start to pay attention to where the patterns are, because that might be an area where you need to focus. But ask yourself the question, am I focusing here because it's most fun? Or am I focusing here because this is where the real need is? Yeah. So that's part of what I would do. And the other thing I would consider is also, which one of these tasks will act like a domino and knock over multiple other things? So that's always what I'm doing with my clients. I'm like, what's the domino thing that we can start with? And then if there's anything that's almost complete, it's like 80% completed and you just haven't got yourself there, then that would be the next thing to start on. So I start with the domino and then the thing that's closest to completion, because you'll have it off your brain and open up more room for creativity.
Brilliant. So thank you so much for this. If anyone wants to continue the conversation, once we post the replay tomorrow, you can just comment there. So thank you. So good, Trina.
Thank you.